Barefoot Nursery, where convenience meets relaxation. Gardening is good for the soul whether you have a green thumb or not. Barefoot Nursery offers Florida native plants that are specifically for Florida grow zones. Have you ever purchased a plant from Home Depot and gotten frustrated that it died within a few months? Well, we have your solution. Barefoot Nursery offers extensive knowledge in gardening for free. We have an online seed shop for our customers that are out of area that's offered seeds, hot sauces, seasonings, and honey straight from the garden. Our values are for the people. We'd love to get to know you and partner you along with you with your gardening experience. So I created a survey pretty much asking, 1, do you garden? 2, do you have any interest in gardening? 3, would you be interested in learning more about Barefoot Nursery? I kind of gave everybody a spiel of kind of my business idea and what I was doing for class. And everyone but one person said they would be interested. 5 people said they already garden and would totally be on board to like coming to the nursery and seeing that. And then 8 of the people said that they would be interested in learning more about the free resources and learning more about gardening. So I think from the scoop of people that I did get, I have 21 people that answered. I'm still waiting for a couple more responses, but that was very encouraging for me. I'm going to, in the next few weeks, start reaching out to different groups of people other than like my coworkers, and they weren't just my coworkers. Like it's a huge company, so it was a bunch of different people that I know of or know by mouth. In the future, I am going to come up with a more extensive survey for those who've taken the first one, just to get a better idea of what resources that I could provide that they would be interested in. Like if they have gardening experience, what do they have experience in? Do they understand grow zones? Do they understand, what plants can I plant in certain months of the year that will thrive? So just kind of to gauge what I would need to provide resource-wise to see the most cost-effective way to build that. Honestly, the research that I was doing into building those types of resources, I would only have to do it one time, bulk resources to get it done, because I would only need to update it like as things change or as I get new inventory, or if I wanted to highlight a certain plant, say I wanted to share details on, the fertilizer that works best for banana trees, or what I should pot blueberry trees in, or blueberry bushes in, or things such as that. So my marketing campaign is going to be mostly on social media and word by mouth. I don't have the time or the bandwidth right now to go to like businesses and like pass out flyers and things like that. I'm really busy with work, and of course I'm doing grad school, and I have a toddler now, so I don't have time to go around and market like that. So I'm going to be leaning on social media a little bit more, and I feel like if I market correctly on social media, I won't need to go from business to business. Essentially, that is my goal. Obviously, I'm open to change moving forward, but that is what I have time for now. So I do think this is an existing need, especially in my area where we have Home Depot and Lowe's and one other nursery that's super, super overpriced because there is no market. And I really do think there's a need. I'm on a couple Facebook groups for gardening in my area, and there's tons of people always asking, what's the closest nursery? And the closest one with like a good quality trees that I like to go to is an hour and a half away. So within my circle and area, I feel like if I market this correctly, I'll be able to get the sales that I want and the sales that I need if I'm starting this business. So back to my value proposition, I am not changing anything. I'm pretty firm with my value proposition, with wanting it to be for the people. I really value what people have to offer, and I really value people in general And I think that getting to know people and being for the people and open and, loving people the way God would, I really think this is the way and the values I want to stand on. Kind of like Chick-fil-A is like, has their strong stance of not being open on Sundays, that kind of thing. Obviously, I would be open on Sundays because I work during the week. So the only times that I, like as a business owner, could be there would be Saturday and Sundays. I'm considering the option of not being open on Sundays, but I need to make sure that, the business can be successful without being open on Sundays, since most people work during the week. So again, wanted to go back to the business model canvas that we have. Key partners, I have convinced my parents to go on board with me with this, partly because it's their land, and two, my mother also loves gardening, my dad loves gardening, so I think it would be a fun family business. Key activities, obviously, the seed shop, the nursery, and then the hot sauces, honey, seasonings, etc. So value propositions, I just talked about that earlier. Just standing strong on that. Customer relationships, I'm as I talked before about my value propositions for the people, I really want to have a good relationship with my customers and constant communication with how they're doing, how the plant's doing, what I can do to support them. Channels, obviously social media. I'm going to create a website. I need to figure out all the details behind that. One of the guys at work knows how to create websites, so I need to talk to him after work and try to get an idea of how I would go about doing that. And the revenue streams would be from this online seed shop, hopefully social media if I can market it correctly, and then the nursery. I think those are three really solid revenue streams going forward. And channel-wise, I looked into shipping trees. So I looked at a couple different sites, and it was getting really expensive to ship trees. First, you have to do it overnight, because if you don't do it overnight, the tree could potentially die, and then you're out the cost, because then you're going to have to ship another tree, and then it's kind of a whole ordeal. And two, it would be very difficult for me to know where it's going to unless I'm talking to every single customer, and that's not very time effective. So like someone in Maryland, say they buy a tree that's meant for Florida, it's obviously going to die because it's too cold in Maryland to sustain, say, a banana tree. And if it is, and the chill hours get too much, then it'll die. So I currently actually work in cost. So I wanted to talk about the cost structure. So first I would set up a general accounting system. I could either do that in Excel, or I can go through SAP. That's a financial system that we use. But I would set it up that way, and I would set it up based on the 3 different revenue streams I'd be getting, and track, when an invoice comes in or when an order comes in. I would want to track who is going to, how much, when I receive the payment. Obviously, I'm going to have to look into, if I'm going to be using Apple Pay, Discover, what the best route is, because I think you have to give 3% back to those companies. So I'm going to need to do research this coming week up to see, what the deal is with that. But I'm pretty positive that I have the cost structure down to a pat. So essentially, I'm feeling really good about all the research I've done so far. This week was more of a kind of dig into the surveys I sent out and talk to my peers. I need to gather some more opinions, more diverse opinions. So I might jump onto social media and maybe grab some people from college that I know that do a wide variety of things, kind of to pick their idea there. And maybe even I'm thinking about going to Home Depot next weekend when my husband's off work, so I can try to go and pass out some surveys there to see if people walking around the gardening section would be interested in that. But thank you everyone for your comments. I really appreciate your positive comments and your tips and opinions and all of that. It's really helpful to see other people's opinions and just kind of get a better idea of what I want to do moving forward. So I'm excited to see everybody's videos, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.